Hi everyone, so in this video we're going to look at a bit more terminology about consumption, and remember that consumption is part of aggregate demand because that's consumption plus investment plus government spending plus net exports, which is exports minus imports. And consumption is the total spending over a period of time on goods and services by consumers. And there are two ways that we can look in more detail at how much is being consumed: the marginal propensity to consume and the average propensity to consume. And in the exam, you might have to talk about how these are going to affect spending and also how you calculate them. So anything that's marginal, that's where you have an additional amount of something. Remember, that's what marginal means, having an additional amount. And propensity is the rate at which you do something. So the marginal propensity to consume, this is where you have some extra income, and it's looking at, from the extra income, if you imagine that you have £1 extra, what proportion of that, so like in a pie chart, maybe this proportion, do you use on consumption? Because there are other things that you can spend your additional income on. How much of your additional income are you spending on consumption? So that's the marginal propensity to consume, the proportion of any additional income a household devotes to consumption. And the way that you calculate this is by looking at the marginal propensity to consume is equal to the change in consumption divided by the change in income. That's how you work out the marginal propensity to consume. The average propensity to consume is again about consumption, but this is much more simple. This is just looking at the whole of a household's income, and it's asking what proportion of all of your income do you use for consumption. So maybe this much is used for consumption. So this is the proportion of income a household devotes to consumption. So this is much simpler. This is the average propensity to consume, and this is the consumption out of all of your income. And you may have to do these calculations in the exam, and you might have to explain what each of these is.